よし。
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of
Is it?
requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
どうしよう。クエストがいっぱい。ディークからやるか。あれセバスチャンもなかったっけ？ないんだっけ？
Spare a moment. Deke has an idea to share with you.
ひとまずサイドミッションを。
You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed, Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
ぜひ。
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals
セストラル
not
っ
too far
て
from the Hogwarts
ドラゴンみ
grounds.
たいなやつ？
Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it
繁殖
requires.
学術
Once you've rescued the
なんつったっけ？
thestrals and you have the
なんて
spellcraft,
言った？
you come and find Deke.
呪文クラフトを購入しろと。モンクラフト。これか。
Hogsmeade, here I come.
ならまあ、甘えたんかな。と、オスメス捕まえたんでしょう。
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind
これか。
like you.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke
え
with the、
餌を
thestrals.
めっちゃいいじゃん。
Nothing like finding just the right thing is
お気に入りのおもちゃ。おもちゃは別に。具材丼か。出現呪文のクラフトに。ん？あれか。安いしかったか。
nothing like finding just the right thing.
調理場。
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
あ、ひとまず。あえろ。
I've rescued the thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall.
うん、どこに
I
作る？
wonder where
まあ、
I should
願えばいい
conjure
の。
their pen.
わあ、また。また部屋が広がっちゃった。
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deke know that
Yeah.
you've read them.
どんどん自然になっていく。あれ繁殖場はどこに出すんだ？中に出すのか？中入って出せばいいのかな。わ、いっぱいある。わあ、ありすぎ。いや、中もできんの？マジかよ。いっか。オスとメス。オスとメス。外に出たらダメなんだけど。いいの？あ、これでできんの？あ、すごい。もう生まれてる。もう生まれてる。早ない？まあ、せっかく持ってきたから、餌入れあげるよ。わあ、すげえ。あとおもちゃ箱。食ってくれんのかな？妊娠中、巣ごもり中。あ、食べた？知らんまり食ってる。じゃあブラッシングしよう。セストラルはないかな。ないぞ。骨か。骨で遊ぶか。あれ？骨で遊ばないか。サッカーボール？まあ出しとけっか。まあいいや、帰ろう。あと30分、27分か。27分後に戻ってこよう。じゃあ、それまでに、学校内からやってっか。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts.
デパルソの達人
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of
パ
her.
ルソっ
It's a
て
travesty she's not more well known.
ウッドがそう
I
だっけ
often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course,
ああ、それには入りた
third
い
years
と。
aren't taught.
And you're a third year, so
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
how did Herodiana Byrne become famous by
なんで
casting
デパルソのみ
Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while.
うーん
Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
あれパズルがあってってことは回転させるやつか。どれだっ
I
け
can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble.
Arresto momentum.
あ、これアレストモメンタムだ。
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia.
あれこれか、じゃあデパルソ。あれこれプリペンドル。あ、やっぱ吹き飛ばすやつか。
It does sound interesting.
吹き飛ばすやつ入れてないな。
I can't.
Forget what that
ああ、これで。え、
This must be the entrance to the Hall of. Well, here it is, the Hall of Herodiana.
パ
Better
ズ
go
ルを解く
inside
と
and。find those puzzles.
おほほ。
Glad to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as
で、
Sophronia said
どう
she
いうこ
was.
とパズルとは。
Revelio.
ああ。なんだろう、あれ。あそこにもあるわ。デパルソのみでってこと。
Depulso.
ああ。思ったより飛ぶな。条件がちょっとわかんないけど。乗り越えればいいのか？
That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard.
お、マントじゃん。まあ、乗り越えるだけでいいなら簡単だな。
Depulso.
これレビューさつかなあ。あ、ダメなんだ。マジか。デパルソのみか。お。これは。えむずくない
Depulso.
え
just reset
ああ、
everything.
リセット。
Good to know.
この上にまず登りたいけど、どうなんだよな。あれが邪魔で、どうしようもない。乗れないんだよな。だから上とかはできるの。あれ引っ張るのは別にいいの。あ、なんかうまい具合あれうまい具合になってしまった。ただあっちに行きたいから、なんでさっき俺落ちたんだろう。ああ、これじゃダメなのか。あっちに行けないな。あ、でもここでリセットすればダメか。いやー、違うか。
お知らせ、視聴
え
者数が10人を
いいのか。
突破しました。次は先生にお知らせします。
真ん中だな。ああ、そういうことか。わかった。こいつを押し出す。なぜ押せないなんで上は押せないの。違う。ああ、そうなっちゃうんだ。あ、うん。これじゃあ意味ないしな。あそこでぶつけなきゃだから。いや、思ったよりむずいぞ。ん？光ってたらつく。光ってるとこにくっつくのか。ああ、そういうわけでもない。こうじゃないしな。 いいんだ。それでいいんだ。こうだ。いけるよな。よし。おい、オッケー。
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
ついてる。ああ、くっついてるのか。えああ、はあはあはあ。え、違うわ。ああ、わかった。よし。問題はこの後だな。どうすりゃいいんだ。乗ったまま行きたいけど。撃ってすぐ乗るってできる？無理だな。なんだけど。ああ、一瞬乗れるか。動きを止めてから。ダメか。アレストモメントも効かねえのか。そう、乗りながら行きたいんだけど。ギリギリで。ってなると。うん。打ちながら乗れないかな。こうする？違うの。まず向こう側に行くか。ダメじゃない？向こう側に行ってもダメじゃない？ああ、直せばいいのか。こうだ。
That's the last of them.
し
Seems like this must be
Yes.
the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder so.
My friends and I lose track of the time.
よし。
Sophronia, I solved all the
なかなか面
puzzles in
白
the
かっ
whole of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
「おー、合わない」違うな。うわ。これだっけ？これか。ああ、そういうマントか。一番いいけどな、こっちだな。あれ、オーダーメイドもあったっけ？おー、いいね。帽子があったらいいんだよな。よし。次、外かな。
Off on another adventure, are we? Oh, it's you!
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William, the one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning, and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You
あれ？
can imagine his
物に変
distress.
換する呪文
And
だった。
mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the
行
tomb
った瞬間
and
かよ。
poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
これは。
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it.
でもってやつ
Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and
Engage.
plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family...
これだよな。だって変身術。でも全く足だけではないのか。全身か。ある意味これかなと思った。
Indebted to you. My brother's doing...
まあ、行ってみようじゃないか。
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there. Mysterious and a bit unsettling.
よし。
What to do? Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start. Revelio.
広いね。
Bombarda. Revelio.
何かがいるあれ。オロールかな
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. Confringo! Revelio! Bombarda!
あれもか。
Revelio.
あれんあ、登るあ、違う。え
Revelio.
どっから行けんだあれここから来たよな。道が違う
Bombarda. Revelio.
うん。
Bombarda.
この上じゃないのかな。
Revelio.
あ、こっちか。
Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio.
これいける？よし。
A troll.
はい、トロールです。こんにちは。はい、トロール。
Cruising. Places. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
なんか。ふっ。
Confringo. Leviosa.
かない。
Incendio.
ダメだ、全然効かない。
Stupefy. Places. Bombarda. Crucio.
おれ。当てたよな。なんでよ、コンボ当てたじゃない。
Stupefy. Places. Bombarda. Stupefy. Crucio.
フルーショループできそう。
Stupefy. Places. Bombarda. Stupefy.
ほんとこの跳ねるやつ強いな。
Potato.
はい。
Stupefy. Places.
あっち、早い。早い。ちょっと早すぎ。
Crucio. Places. Bombarda. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy.
もう一回言ってくんないかな。それそれ。こうだ。
Stupefy.
ああ、ダメか。
One less foul hawking bird. Revelio.
ナイス。
だいぶ。やっぱ泡だけが欲しいけどな。トロール相手は時間がかかっちゃうから。やっぱり泡だけが欲しい。
This one. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully. Revelio.
ああ、言ってないよね。 帰りに行こ
Well, Marmaduke certainly left behind
う。ダ
more
メだ
than plans.
探索っていうか、サイドがやるの遅すぎて。開けても開けても装備がもうおフルだ。闇の魔導士みたいなのがいっぱいいるところの方が。
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
あ、生まれたか。入ろう。入るけど、ちょっと先に。多分生まれたんだろうから、こっちに。どこだ、ここ。ここじゃねえ。あれどこだ。あ、こっちか。あんなとこで置いた記憶ないぞ。お。こっち、あれ 子供がいね。あれ？これ子供か？あ、いた。子供だ。はい。
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
これでも、どうせ4匹しか無理なんじゃない？かわいい。お、なんでや。犬じゃねえかさ。死を目撃した少しもいない。あれ死んでんじゃん、一度。死んだ人間しか見れねえのか。おもちゃがわかんないんだよな。骨かな？俺のおもちゃあげとく。遊んでくれる？ああ、遊んでくれるわ。おお。あれ違った。どういうこと遊んでんのかなあれ。ああ、遊んでんのか。すげえ、ちゃんと遊んでくれる。あ、すごいすごい。遊んでるわ。まあ、仲良くやってくれや。もっと動物捕まえたいな。
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood
素晴らしい生き物だけど、死んだ人間しか見えないけど。
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts.
死んだ人間が見れるらしいから。
Wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix,
不死鳥
the
フェ
rarest
ニッ
of
クス
all
いんの？
beasts that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration
もしかしてそれが
cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in
あ、
fear
な
and
んだ、びっく
fury.
りした。
Before Deke could reach him, master
フェニッ
fell
クス
from
があれ
the
にな
cliff.
ったんかと思った。
Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself before Tobbs found him.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Not the phoenix, not
優しい。
Tobbs, and not even master. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Oof. なんか、俺はセバスチャンを待ってんだけどな。今日もまたセバスチャンを待っている。メイン進めないとダメかな。とりあえず呪いは解いたと。
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries.
何百年も
I
いたのか
can't
な。
say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt.
元気で。
Thank you again for what you did.
いいとろ、呪い。お、サイドが18個終わったぜ。でもまだあるんでしょ、きっと。何個あるかな。見たくないけど見よう。サイドは何個いってあるんですか？ 32 個。18でもあるなぁと思ったけど、今からあと32個あんの、サイドクエスト。マジかよ。ストーリーはあと10個で終わるけど。メインは10個で、サイドは32ですか？そうですか。まあでも、サイドミッション結構面白いからな。いいんだけどさ。一個一個意外としっかりしてる。まあ、この球の試合とか簡単に終わるんだけどさ。
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for someone who's caught?
I am. I'm hoping to get my brother out here soon too, since, thanks to you, he's recovered from his, vegetative state.
Glad to hear it.
ほんと。
In all
あ
fairness,
と一
I
個
must
呪文は
warn you
残
that
ってる
I'm
しさ、
solid
変
for
身
good.
術ってやつ。
Shall we begin?
サイドなのか、メインなの
Yes,
かわ
I'm
からん
ready
け
to
ど。
play.
Then let's get summoning.
ていうかさ、これ最初、ほんと思ったけど。あ、なんだこれ。アクション。
Accio!
アクションか。何あれなんか、すごい真ん中に寄せられてる。音声データが4ギガ、5ギガある理由は分かったけどさ、このゲーム。なんでそんな音声データあんだと思った。全員が喋ってるからな、しっかり。それはこのゲーム4ギガ、5ギガもあるわなと。
Accio!
落ちるぞ、それ。バカめ。
What was I thinking?
ゲームあるあるのサイドとかは喋らないパターンがあるんかと思って。やめて
You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes!
そう、負けるわけにいかん。あ、これでも10点でも勝つな。いや、そんなことはしたくないから俺はちゃんとやる。よし。
How am I to top that? That settles it.
いたな。
then.
勝利。
After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're
いいよ
better.
ほうきの
I
人よりは
happen to know who you're up against
調子
next,
乗ってない
and
から。
she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
久しくあれにも会いに行ってない。あのほうきの女の人どうしてっかな。じゃあホグズミートが2個あるな。こっちか先。
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
30もあるんだよな。俺今何レベルだっけ？ 28か。もうちょっとだ。思ったよりもうちょっとだった。
Fret Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf Biscuit was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garnuff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I need to head north to find those poachers.
Ah, 飛べねえじゃんか。ああ、ずいぶんと上だな。力行こう。
Off on another adventure, are we? You can learn a lot from weather though, can't you?
ああ、なんだ。
Revelio.
なんかあるんすか。ね、敵だった。でも、オロールか怪物でもいるんかと思ったら、いなかった。あ、こっちだね。動物もどきのレダクトをデパル、はなんだ動物もどき。動物もどきって何ですか。レダクトをデパルソで。じゃあ、まずデパルソをデパルソを、じゃあレダクトや。インセンディオじゃなくてレダクトってやつ。お前か。じゃあそれレダクトじゃない。ああ、変身しちゃった。おおおお、危ない。お前苦しい。お前は苦しいな。あれちょおお、狼レダクト、あ、そっか、一回もしかして、そっか、もしかして一回変身しちゃったらもうダメ。あ、よかったと思った。ちょよっしゃ、できた、やったね。あっつ払っとけ。あいつ最強。鶏になっちゃった。鶏になっちゃった。あー、ちいちゃん。おめでとう。まさかの古代魔術で鶏になると。 わあ、かわいいのがいっぱいいる。捕まえれるかな捕まえれるかな。
なんだこりゃ、わら。
1体ぐらいちょっと捕まえたい気がする。無理かな。
Revelio.
どうすっかな。
Aloha Mora.
はい。みんな逃げてく？
Which one of you is Biscuit?
どれだよ。あ、ちょっと待って、早い早い早い。おお、わかるかい、こんなもん。おお、待て待て。どれだよ。え、わかんねえ。マジでわかんねえ。助けらんねえかもしれん。いすぎて。どれだって。違いある？どのムーンカーフだよ。どれでもこいつはムーンカーフじゃねえかよ。ビスケットを助ける。あ、当てちゃった。
What was that? How unfortunate for you.
Professor Howell, you'll never believe. Potato.
邪魔するな。
Confringo. Levioso. Descendo. Revelio. The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
あいつか。残ってくれた。多分あいつでしょ。違うかもしれない。とりあえず止めよう。え？やべえ。いなくなった。助けたまではいいけど、いなくなっちゃいましたよ。おいおいおい。一斉に逃げ出すとは思わなかった。まだいるかな？どっちか。あ、いたわ。お。お。よかった。いいでしょ。ああ、よかった。無事に。危ねえ。助けたはいいけど。見失っちゃいましたって言ったら。風船だ。こっちから回るか。よし。入ろう。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
ああ、よかったよかった。
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
お礼はないの。いや、
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
元気で。じゃあ、こっちか。
サクッとお別れ。
サクッと。元気でな。あれなんだろう。あ、あれは久々じゃないか。まだ飛んでんのか。
いろんなところにいそう。
もう言い過ぎ。でもあん中だけで多分10冊ぐらい俺拾ったような気がするんだけど。
Hogsmeade, here I come.
ホグズミードにありすぎなんだよ。
Pardon me? Might I ask a
なんかい
favor
た？
of you?
せっか。
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
偉そうに偉そうにっていうのはどういう選択肢だよ。そこまでスリザリンになれんわ。偉そうにって。
That's incredibly nice of you.
Oh, there's more. You see,
そこまで
I've
ひ
been
どい人間じゃない
experimenting
で
with
す。
a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient,
お
booba
っと、
tuber
ちょっとまだ
pus. Booba tubers
初
do
めて見た
grow
から
in
な。
forbidden
この
forests,
人。
however.
実
If
際
only
どう
I
い
could
う
pay
あれなの
someone
かわ
to
からなかっ
collect a few for me.
What precisely are booba tubers?
Disgusting things, really.
た。話し方的にはまだ優しい人なのかな。
One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things.
髪の毛の色はなかなか斬新だけど、あんな色見たことない。
How on earth did you discover that booba tuber pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on
この
spells
組み合わせの感じの色は
for all
初めて見た。
appearance. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them.
すごい
My
な。
darling and now
何
perpetually
色入ってんだって。
surprised-looking neighbor discovered that on her
光
own.
の当たり方なんか
Poor
な。
thing. I
何
am
色あんだっ
convinced
て。
that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure booba tuber pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvelous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few booba tubers, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so
禁
you
じられた
mustn't
森。
tarry.
ああ、久々。
Into the forbidden forest for booba tubers.
禁じられた森なんて、どんだけぶりよ。こっち側の方か。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh, おお、おお。危ない。
This is where Sakurissa said to go. And where are those booba tubers?
あれかな。
Revelio.
Potato! You'll need to be quicker than that.
あ、あった。
Smells awful.
あ、煽れてる。誰かが煽れてる。ああ、ロールか。声だけ聞こえてる。まあ、いいや。暴れてる間に、掘らさせていただきます。 来ないここにいるんじゃないのかな。だって誰も、いた。おい、ふざけるな。誰もいねえと思ったら湧いちゃったよ。別に倒す必要ないよな。
Just my luck, troll.
なり拾って帰ろうかな。トロール倒したとてな。別にアイテムくれるわけでもない。
That should do it. I'd better get back to Zakarissa now.
腹くそもらったとて仕方ねえ。よし、なんなら。
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
なんだ、水切り？はい、ここです。
I found the booper tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
ちょっとやってみるか。
It actually was a spot of
うん、
trouble.
ちょっと大変やってん。
You never mentioned I might encounter a troll. I think you should pay me more.
I suppose a higher price is less offensive than being forced to
さすが
regard the
金持ち
hideous,
だわ。
greasy pustules plaguing our pubescent classmates. Thank you, and your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save
よ
our
かっ
poor
た。
pimply
お
peers.
金持ちには別
Don't
に
know who should be more
値上げぐ
grateful,
らい。
I or our unsightly spotty classmates.
もっともらえたかも。
One day the wizarding world will know my name.
いくらくれたかな。
You will have been a small part of it.
金は500。あ500じゃねえかよ。おい。500って元のいくらだよ。500じゃなあ。思った以上に買えないぞ、500って。それこそあれだわ。マンドリンク1個分だわ。500っつったら。500ゴールドマンドリンク1個分なんだよ。安すぎるよ、むしろ。久々に服屋さん行こう。
Come
増え
in,
てないっ
look
すか。
around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
なんかこれくっそ強いじゃん。しかもこれ500かよ。なんで、逆にこれ500かよ。なんでだ物価がおかしくなってないか。
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise.
めっちゃいいじゃん。500なんだ。もっと強い服ある。なんだよ。いや、お金いっぱいあるからね。
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise.
帽子がちょっとないか。装備もいいんだけど。
I suspect you have a sharp eye
普
for
通に
fashion.
弱くてもいいから。帽子が欲しかったな。俺もしかして同じの買った？いや、もっと上が出たのか。
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
買って売りつけるか。500にはならんけど。売りつけよう。これ取り外しとかできたらいいんだけどな。
I've heard that our dear Clementine treat. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
あれ？もう試合？いや。さっきやったばっかりなのに。こっちの試合うまいけどさ、決闘もやりたいんだけど、久々に決闘やらせてくれんかい。
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of. Accio.
ほんとマルチでできたらいいんだ。あの100ってなんだ？ 100ってなんだ？上に乗ったら100点ってこともしかして。
You didn't see that.
いや、見たけど。意味がわからん。見たけど意味がわからん。あれは、乗っけろってこと？いや、むず。乗っけるのは無理。いや、乗っけたら100点はでかいけどむずいわ。あ、危ねえ。あいつ乗っけるんかと思った。いや、むずいな。100点取ってみてえな。ここ。うわ、やべえ。取れた。俺の勝ちだ。俺の勝ちだ。あらもう。やば、100点取れた。ここでいいんだよ。おい、やばいわ。
Impressive. Well, it appears I've been bested.
フォローになりつつあるな。呼び寄せ次第。やばいわ。圧倒的。
Well done. Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
There wasn't much to it.
You really are insufferable. You may have beaten me, but your next opponent is sure to take you down a peg, which will be a joy to see.
ちょっとムスッとした。思い出した。この人は泳げない人だった。いや、面白かった。でも、サイドミッションの偏り方えぐいよ。さっきみたいに取りに行くのもあるけど。あれ試合1回やるだけで終わるから。手抜きかってなって思っちゃうけど。楽しいけど。楽しいは楽しいけど。ものの1分ぐらいで終わるサイドミッションなんだ。お宝があるけど。ああ、でも、いいや。
Pardon me, sir. Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister.
妹に盗まれたの。かわいそうすぎる。
Robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace belonged to the first of the
アズ
Haggerty
カバンっ
women.
て
Hundreds of years
あった
old.
な。
So much history. She'll likely
もう
call
忘
me.
れてるけど。アズカバンってどんなんだっけ？ゲームショー
Why would Katrin come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
学校とはまた
Do
違
I
うやつや
look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place.
アズカバンの
Resented
収
having
入
to
だ
grow
っ
up here.
た
Perhaps
の
she
な
did it to spite
映画。
us.
ゲームで
Are
は
you
いけない。
sure Katrin is the
だったら
culprit?
面白そうなん
It
だ。
could be anyone.
Thanks
続
to
編でや
that
ってくんねえか
record
ら。
louse, we're inundated
アズカバン
with
は
all
出てこない。
manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any
今
one
チラ
of
ッ
them
とアズ
except
カバン送りって言って
Katrin.
たから、あ
But
るんだろうけ
she
ど。
was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
1718年から監獄としてだ
I
か
can
ら、こ
keep an eye out
れ
for the thief, sir.
1800年代時代だし、
Ugh.
あ
Not
るな、
really
全
done
然。
by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer singer or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
ふざけて。話聞いた後に売り物は何ですかって。 ああ、いいね。
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls.
Thank you for your patronage.
この商品一番いいじゃん。全部欲しいもん、素材。
Glad you were able to stop by.
夜に現場に戻るか。じゃあ夜を迎えよう。
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry.
金貨の鳩。ん？金？
Revelio.
ああ、こっちか。ある。
落としすぎてて笑
でもこれで1ゴールドだからだいぶ落としてるけど。もう1ゴールドの山か。ああ、そこか。思ったより近くにいんだ。
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a car at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
ボンバーダで赤い樽を爆発する。赤い樽。あれか。はまるな。はまるな。まず、言いながら、おお、なんでいけないのこれ。なんだこれ。
Merlin trial. Totalis.
あれか、書いてある。まあ仕方に。出るか、ボンバーだ。
ボンバー
だ。あ、バレる？さすがにバレるか。あれさえなければ隠れながらやっちゃおうと思った。ほらほら。
You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio.
あれここじゃない？俺ここだと思ってたけど。もしかしてここではない。これは関係ない。どうでした？もしや。ああ、続いてるわ。まさかの向こうについて。すまねえな。 なんだろうこれ。
ボンバーダ。
ボンバーダじゃない。何これ。
エクスペリオンス。ディセンド。コンフリンゴ。
あ、コンフリンゴでいい。
Revelio。
あれか。
Confringo。These Merlin trials won't get the best of me。
よし。コンフリンゴより絶対ボンバーなのが明らかに強いと思う。ボンバーなのが明らかになってる。威力高いはずなんだけど。なぜか火じゃないと壊れない。あれかな。あ、違うか。黄色いだけか。どこまで行ったのあれ。すげえ続いてんだけど。
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio。
ここにもある。これやってこう。
Let's see what's up your sleeve this
ついで
time,
に。
Merlin.
これも簡単だ。ルーモスだ。簡単だけどむずい。あれいないんだけど。
Lumos。
あそこ光ってるし、あっちか。
Lumos。Potato。Revelio。
で、違うかな。次こそは。と思うけど違うな。こっちか。なんか随分遠くまで行ってない、本当に。遠すぎませんかって。
Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom.
アイアンテールのコスドロ。なんだあいつ。気になる。
Accio。
あれそう、消えちゃった。あ、いるじゃん。捕まえる。捕まえる。捕まえる。
Revelio。
いや、早すぎ。あそこだ。捕まえたいな。 ね、いなくなったか。あえー、逃げ足。
Revelio.
コソ泥コソ泥捕まえらんねえよ。いるけど早すぎんだって。ちょっと待って。ああ、いつの間に出てたの。どっから出てくるコスドロ。
Revelio.
次こそ。いけるやろ。このまま1枚。よし。よし。出待ち。
I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
If one more person asked me about her...
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
Watchた？あれでも出てないな。出てるな。どこだ？白。まだ行ってない。嘘でしょ。まだ右下行ってなかった。衝撃がすごい。あれワールドマップでサイドミッションある？あ、これか。30のやつか。いや、先じゃあこっちだな。メインに行こう。1時間半やって、やっとメイン。よし。
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
すげえ。捕まえれる
An entire castle
あ、無理
surrounds,
か。
yet you
さすがに無理
choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
捕まえに行ったら。
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Wow.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
あれよ
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
あ、まずい。え、さっきまで行ったじゃんと思いながら。この痕跡。
They can't have been gone long.
ね。
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Pelts. Poor beasts. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Oh.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here.
大胆に行きたいけど。
Let's get a better lay of the land.
ダメか。いやー、ダッシュいるかな。あ、ここに行かなきゃなのか。どっちにしろこれ無理くない？大きいダメか。降りたらバレるよな。いけるかな。そんなに降りなくていい。そんなに降りなくていいです。どこまで降りてんの？明らかにこのゲームなんかあるんだよ。体の動作がおかしい時ある。なんでそんな降りちゃうの？ここでいいのに。何？これもマントでは、マントというかもう魔法かな。あ、バレちゃった。バレちゃった。ダメか。バレちゃったダメか。来るんかい、危ないな。あ、透明薬があったかな、そういうの。なんかあったような気がする。これか、透明薬、透明薬アンチされなくなる。魔法のやつは明らかにアンチされちゃうんだよね。なんでだろう。あ、やべ。帰り道の橋を壊してしまった俺。なんでやねん。なんも引っかかるんだけど、ここ。危ない。あー、熱そう。飛ばそうと思ったっていいや。はい。
What in Merlin's name?
おお、どうなってるここ。こんなでかいのテント。これは魔法のテントみたいなこと。ドラゴン入るテントじゃないよな、だって。乗りてえ。これメインだからな。これドラゴンと戦わされそう。
Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
ちょっと間違えたよ。間違えたんです。そんなおお、間違えたよ。ローリングしちゃって。 めちゃくちゃ暴れちゃって。隠れていこうと思ったの。静かに行きたかった。手遅れだろ。からは静かに行こう。
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't gonna get us. They have an intruder in our midst.
なんかみんな透明な割にはまあ見えるか。でも見えるっちゃ見えるか。完全なる透明じゃないもん。本当の透明マントあるかな。あったら欲しいんだけど。でも感知能力が高すぎるんだよな。
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
ドラゴン攻撃されてる?
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora.
それこそペットワンチャン乗れそうな気がしてきた。自分の卵になるなら一応育てる場所はありますよ。あ、やった。ドラゴンの卵だ。
The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
設定一緒。2体を浮かせておくか。2体をね。浮かせるやつはこれか。浮かせるかな、2体。いや、自分が置く。あ、いけた。一瞬でもいいんだ。で、武装解除。死刑執行人。いねえな。こいつか?
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
武装解除。爆発攻撃を繰り出そうとしているやつのどれ？思考待って、どれ？死刑執行にどれ？いっぱいいすぎてわかんない。あいつか。あいつか。あいつか。 動きを遅くしなきゃいけない。一旦叩いておいて、爆発攻撃来ねえ。出たきとか。あれ？違う。振り出した後だからそれじゃないや。じゃあこれはいらない。えで。あ、くっそむずいな。オッケー。これじゃダメか。どうかな。また後でだ。オッケー。あとはもう好き勝手にやっちゃえる。ボンバー弾外れた。危ない。よし。
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
合ってる。やり方忘れた。
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
頑張れ。おお。あ、やば。危な。いや、乗ってきたかったけどな、ドラゴン。
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off,
もらっていい？
does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now.
ああ、そ
But
う。
I don't think we should keep it
ダメか。
indefinitely. It'll be
ずっとは
hard
ダメ
hiding
か。
something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
やったね。ドラゴンの守護者。セバスチャン。来ないか。セバスチャン。ウィーズリー先生か。セバスチャンじゃないか。あ、変身術だ。ようやく最後の魔法。最後っていうか、まだ残ってるけど、呪いは。一応、普通に教えてもらううちでは最後かな。ああ、回収してこいと。変身術。わ、久々に図書館だ。下かな？あれ？図書館にあるだな。もう一個図書館にあったか。先拾ったらよかった。
So this is the underground harbor.
ここのどっかにあると。どういうこと？あ、フィールドガイドページか。お、久々じゃん。じゃあ、図書館も随分探索したけどな。あ、上か。上もちょこちょこ来たことあった気がするけど。
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
そうです。
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
知らねえ。金の末魔法？まあネズミ使うわけないよな。飛ばねえし、スニッチェットってなんだろう。でもネズミではないと思うから。 で、黄金。
The golden snidget.
Correct.
よし。
The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as
黄
liquid
金の液体
luck?
あったっけ、その元気爆発アリツオホの水薬。多分これでしょ。多分下2択は聞いたこともねえよ。
Done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized
元気爆
competitions.
発でも面白
The
い。
tale of the three brothers involves which
魔
magical
法の道具
artifacts?
えいや、僕わかんねえ。ねえ、なんだろう。3人兄弟分霊箱。でも、死の秘宝
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct.
あ、いいんだ。
According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak
お、
of
庭とこの
Invisibility.
身がいる
Which
し。
ball in Quidditch is the largest?
いらねえよ、ボールって。なんだよ、それ。リッチは多分ちっちゃ。ワッフル、ラッチャ
The
ー。
bludger.
I'm sorry, but
知
the
るか。
correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of three hoops in a
そこ
Quidditch
まで
match,
わかんねえわ。
their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
なんだよ、ポリジュースって。ある。だってなんだ、気になるな。なら、だって。罰だ。
False.
Correct.
正
While
解。
Polyjuice potion
だってな
can
ん
be
だ。
used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now.
ありがと
If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete.
You're my second favorite hero!
久々。授業だ。日中か。
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Oh. 遠心術。
Beautifully done.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks?
やったね。呪文マスター。
Safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
OK で立つ。やったー。課題が終わった。お、首席のマント。どれだ？これか。おお。シンプル。いやー、やっぱこっちかな。こっちも良かったけど、後ろはいいんだけどな、これ。なんだろう。あ、これかな。ドラゴンの報告。ドラゴンの報告。育てれたらいいんだけどな、ドラゴン。これはナティのやつか。勝手なビジネス。あれなんか増えてる。ドラゴンの報告。ここか。あと報告してこよう。あ、セバスチャン。セバスチャン。あれ、どれだ？これか。鉱山の間のか。メインか。そう。でもこれやったら、あれかな。次なる、なんだっけ。インペリオか。インペリオ出るかな。まさか畑ではないだろう。どっちか出ねえかな。
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
増えた。メインが増えた。
What are you up to now?
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form you are?
戻れるかどうかわかんないし。
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Off on another adventure, are we?
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
まあ、次回セバスチャンでいいかな。よし。では。